As the Straw Hat's doctor and straight up just Luffy's emergency food, Chopper is one of the most important members of the crew. But what you didn't know is that this cute reindeer looking fellow has some of the weirdest secrets in all of One Piece. Welcome to Anime Donut, your #1 source for anime and manga news and videos. Can you imagine a Chopper looking donut? It would be so cute! 31. What really is Chopper? One of which, for example, is that you might actually not know what Chopper really is. Is he Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy who was reincarnated into One Piece? Is he a reindeer? What about a gorilla? Well, surprisingly, Chopper is a blue-nosed reindeer. At least, that's what we know so far. Number 30. Chopper's inspiration. If Chopper is really a blue-nosed reindeer, then I can safely conclude that his inspiration has gotta be another reindeer that we all know and love. Can't remember him? It's the reindeer that takes a white fat man all over the world, and it's no one other than Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer himself. That's only 2 of the crazy secrets we'll be talking about today, so hold on to your seats because we have another 29 that will surely blow your mind. Because if they don't, I'll blow you myself. With a gun, of course. Number 29, Chopper's horns. There's one secret Chopper might be hiding from even Oda himself, because there was one panel in chapter 241 in the manga where Chopper's horns looked like it was connecting to his hat rather than his head. Does this mean Chopper isn't a reindeer at all? Well, the fan that spotted it was so traumatized and couldn't even sleep at night that they actually sent Oda a letter asking for an explanation. What he said was insane. He basically said, don't take it too literally. Number 28, Chopper's Jolly Roger. Oda straight up was cold, but Chopper did something first that not even Luffy could. Every member of the Straw Hats has their own Jolly Roger, and Chopper has one as well, which had Sakura petals that looked like deer hooves. It was used by Dr. Herelook in the Sakura Kingdom, which means he's the first Straw Hat whose personal Jolly Roger was used by someone else. Number 27, Chopper's other crew. Speaking of the Straw Hats, did you know they weren't the only crew Chopper joined? Yeah, he actually joined with the Foxy Pirates back in episode 210 during the Davy Back fight. Number 26, 2 voice actors. But that's not the only time Chopper was caught two-timing, because if you didn't know, Chopper has 2 voice actors. They changed his voice actor after episode 253, but it only lasted for 9 episodes. This little guy, or reindeer, pulled 2 crews and 2 voice actors, but you couldn't pull 1 girl. Number 25, Chopper's dance. Not only can Chopper attract, but this small guy could also rock it on the dance floor. Whenever they were celebrating, Chopper's dance was almost always the same, and that's because it's based on the Yasugi Bushi, a traditional Japanese folk dance. Number 24, Chopper's low bounty. Well, there's also another consistent thing in the series, and that is that Chopper has one of the lowest bounties among the Straw Hats. But it doesn't end there, because he has the lowest bounty One Piece has ever seen. So if you don't want to have a bounty as low as this, you need to make sure and like and subscribe. Number 23, why is his bounty low? Well, there's a reason why Chopper's bounty is low, and that's because the world government looked at him and just decided he was going to be the Straw Hat's pet. Another reason might be because people were turning in random animals to the world government saying that it was Chopper. Number 22, alcohol tolerance. He might be a pet, but boy is he strong, because Oda revealed Chopper ranks number 1. No, not in strength, but he has the highest alcohol tolerance among all of them, and this includes Zoro, who drinks so much alcohol that when he comes to a rehabilitation clinic, the doctors will become alcoholics. Number 21, who does Chopper like? If Chopper couldn't get easily drunk, then women must love him. I mean, Robin certainly loves cuddling and petting him, but who does Chopper like? Well, Oda himself said that even if he did get the human fruit, Chopper is still attracted to other reindeer and reindeer minks. Sanji must be so happy that his biggest competition for Robin, a reindeer, is out of the romance game. Number 20, Chopper vs. Hancock. But I'm not just making this up because it was proven in the One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 game. Chopper's immune to Boa Hancock's Mero Mero no Mi because again, he just wants some of those reindeer cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Number 19, the only Zoan Devil Fruit user. Interestingly enough, before Luffy awakened his Devil Fruit, it turned out that Chopper was the only Zoan-type Devil Fruit user on their crew. Now, I'm just curious what would happen if Chopper awakens his. Would he become a regular dude? Number 18, Chopper is from Canada. When he does become a regular dude in the real world, it is actually revealed by Oda that Chopper is gonna be from Canada. I mean, it does make sense since Canadians are really nice and that's where people usually think reindeers live. Number 17, the youngest Straw Hat. Aside from the fact that he's gonna live in Canada in the real world, Chopper is actually the youngest Straw Hat in their crew. He joined at the age of 15. Yeah, Chopper's already trying to cure every illness at age 15, while you're still living in your mom's basement. How's that going, by the way? Number 16, Chopper's dream. Every Straw Hat has a dream, like Sanji finding the All Blue and Nami mapping the entire world. But I already mentioned Chopper's. Don't remember? Well, it was for him to cure every illness. I guess reindeer are gonna be the ones to save the world. COVID cases would have dropped. Number 15, Chopper's hat. You might have noticed that Chopper's hat changed in the series, but did you know that that actually isn't true? Trust me, I'm not delusional because in an SBS it was confirmed that Chopper just modified his hat for better protection. Number 14, Chopper gave Beppo a drug. Do you know who else needs protection? Oda, because this dude literally made Chopper turn into a drug dealer. In a good sense, I guess, because he was the only one to have been able to make Minks achieve a Sulong form artificially using one of his new rumble balls. Number 13, Chopper's broken horn. Well, Chopper being a drug dealer as if he was in Breaking Bad was awesome and all, but there's something wholesome about his backstory. You see, if you don't have the memory of a coffee addict, you might remember that Chopper broke his horn, but Dr. Hirelook fixed it using a piece of metal, and up to this day, Chopper kept that piece of metal as a memento. Number 12, Oda didn't want Chopper. But that's not the only sad thing that's happened to Chopper, because did you know that Oda didn't actually want him? That's right, he didn't want a mascot character, but two people stood up for our favorite reindeer. Noboru Kuzumi, who animated and drew him, as well as Ikoue Otani, his main voice actor. Number 11, Masashi Kishimoto's favorite. Not only that, there's also going to be a person that's going to defend him, and this person might just straight up fight Oda. It's no other than Masashi Kishimoto himself. He's the author of Naruto, and you can call him Oda's rival, but he clearly said in an interview with Oda that his favorite character was none other than Chopper. Number 10, Chopper, if he wasn't a pirate. Still, if Oda was as stubborn as you when your mom told you to eat your dinner for the 30th time and you were still playing games, then Chopper would have resorted to another profession. It might sound obvious, but you'll be surprised that in an SBS, Oda said Chopper wanted to be an elementary teacher. What's he gonna teach them? Number 9, Chopper's bath routine. Another unknown fact about Chopper is that he also has a bath routine. Chopper bathes every 3 days, which means he's fairly clean. And he still beats Sanji when it comes to charming women, even though Sanji bathes daily. You see, Chopper has better hygiene than you do. Number 8, Chopper's sleep routine. Aside from his bath routine, I bet you didn't know that Chopper's sleep routine was also revealed. This dude is literally the reason why Luffy hasn't gotten pneumonia, and he has a strict sleep schedule and sleeps at 9 p.m. and wakes up at 7 a.m. Chopper is just living life. It's surprising that the most normal out of all of the Straw Hats is the literal reindeer. Number 7, future good Chopper. But one of the most surprising facts was that Oda revealed what Chopper would look like in the future in SBS 97. When he reaches 40 years old, he turns into a reliable and good gentleman. At the age of 60, he just keeps smiling at 60. Bro literally has a better future than me. Number 6, future bad Chopper. However, there's a future where things go horribly wrong, and not gonna lie, Chopper's looking menacingly cold. He straight up looks like a villain from Beastars, and at age 60, Chopper goes feral. He really looks like a snow monster, and he just grew too big. Number 5, Chopper's initial design. And yet, that's not the only time Chopper's design was changed, because the one we saw in One Piece isn't even his original design at all. Chopper was supposed to be more realistic, and if we're being honest, he just looks like he had one too many rumble balls. Number 4, Chopper and the Wendigo. Just a while back, I said that Chopper was a true monster in a future where everything went wrong, but you might be surprised to know that his monster form might be inspired by the Wendigo, a horrific monster that eats humans from Algonquin folklore. Number 3. Chopper is pink. Finally, we're in the last 3 of Chopper's secrets, and we're gonna start this top 3 with a banger, because Chopper's main color is supposed to be pink. Oda himself said this, and you can see it in a lot of his out first, including the one he wore during the 15th anniversary of One Piece. Number 2. The X on Chopper's hat. You might have noticed that there's an X symbol on Chopper's hat, and it actually means something. Oda says that the X mark on his hat is the same thing as the cross you see in hospitals, and he just tilted it diagonally. Even Hyrule's hair was the same shape as the hospital's cross. Oda, you naughty little boy. Number 1. Chopper's hooves. Finally, at the top of our list, there was one scene in the anime where they animated Chopper fighting in episode 88. He had hooves. This was a mistake because they never showed his feet in the manga, so the studio gave him hooves. This was changed in the future arcs because canonically, our boy has human feet. So that's it for the 31 secrets you didn't know about Chopper. But you might be wondering where I got most of these. Well, I found it on the hellhole known as Reddit. And you might be interested in knowing what Reddit's top 10 manga are. So go ahead and check out this next video. As always, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let us know if you have any feedback. We'll see you in the next one. Anime Donut, rolling out.